Hey, welcome back. This is Rich from Tennessee Homestead. Over here is the group that we had hatched out a while back. They're starting to feather up real nice. Moved them over here into the summer coop. I had an old feeder over here that we used for the big hens when we had them over here in the summer coop. It is not working out too well for these smaller chickens. Because as you can see, they just get on inside and make a mess. So I'm going to have to bring another feeder over today. And then I'm also saying that I thought this little 2x4 wire would contain these guys, and they pretty much go and come as they see fit. Yeah, a few of them are still small enough to where they can slip on through the wire and get back in. Hopefully here in another week or so they won't be able to do that. But it looks like I'm going to get over here today and put a little chicken wire around on the on this to kind of keep them from squeezing through. Ah, yes, the fun of it. But you know, it is what it is. You kind of go with the flow. See this little speckled thing walking over? I don't know if you can see the specks on that thing's wings or not. Folks, that was NASCAR. And he just went into the box there. And it looks like he's going to be a rooster. Looking at the tail feathers and so forth. He doesn't look anything like he did as a chick. He really took on the Australorp colors, but the speckled wings is kind of unusual. I guess he traded in his racing stripe for specs. So I don't know what to say. A few of these mixed breeds that are the buff Australorp mixes. We're just going to run them as barnyard chicks. They're not probably going to be sold or anything. They're just going to be something we have here on the farm as ideal. It looks like this perch here, they're using all three rungs of it. They're kind of spread out on it. So that's kind of cool. But, yeah, they're doing pretty good. They're doing pretty good. Babysitting a neighbor's goat right now. I need to go out and see how she's doing. We've got her staked out. She's doing a little ditch clearing for us. But, yeah, these guys are growing just fine. This over here will make them a good spot. I'm going to build some, last year I had along this back wall here, I built nesting boxes. And I'll probably put some more up, because we're going to be hanging on to most of these hens until they're at laying stage, and then we'll be selling these off as laying hens. But yeah, they're doing real good. You know, they've other than this feeder thing, it's not even going to work at all. But at least not for now. I had it when I had the big chickens over here. I had it sitting up on some on a concrete block, and it would just allow them enough to where they get their heads in there and eat. Needless to say, these guys are in there just going and coming as they please. But yeah, these little chicks are doing real good. And here again, like I said on the some of the other videos, we're talking about the quality of feed and so forth. When we hatched out those 32, these chickens had never experienced cheap feed, and we never experienced one case of pasty butt out of 30 some odd chickens. So it should tell you a little something about the feed. Good quality feed, you don't have the problems with your chicks. And unless you're really into, you know, cleaning chicken poop off of chicken butts, you know, the extra buck you're going to spend for a higher quality feed is going to keep you from having to do all that. Plus, it kind of saves the chicken from all the trauma. But Yeah, these guys are something else. I got some good-looking lavenders coming out of the group. And then, like I said, I've got a little short sniglet there where I caught momentarily the two lavenders that little mama hatched out that I've seen. They were kind of out looking around. So as soon as I get done with this, I've got to get over and get that ramp built. And then it looks like I need to come over here and put up chicken wire around this because I just saw one of these buff hens slide her little tush out of the thing, get a bite of clover, and slide back in again. Not good. But we're going to leave them over here in the summer coop. And what will end up happening is until gardens get put in next week, probably here in about 3 days, 4 days, once they get used to, this is where I go back to get water and to sleep and so forth. We'll go ahead and let them out and let them do a little free ranging and let them experience that avenue. But the summer coop is really, really open. Lots and lots of bugs come through here. This is like Bug Central. And so they're going to be eating well. And it gives them a lot of space. Brought them over a little scratch this morning. I'll leave a little can of that over here for them. So yeah, these chicks have done real well. I need to get a bigger water over here because they'll drain. I think I filled that water last night. I want to say it was almost sundown, so it was around 7:30, and there's only about a quarter of a gallon left, so by about 10 o'clock or so, I'm gonna need to come back over here and refill that for them. So this is it for the feathered guys. They're doing good. Kind of loving this new coop, and I can see by the little piles on the perch. They've been trying that out quite a bit. Seem to enjoy it. This one over here goes, hey, that scratches in that little red can. I'll just camp out here next to it and wait for the lid to open. But, yeah, it amazes me that little guy right there. That's NASCAR. Amazing. The change of from my little tan-colored fellow with the racing stripe. This is what's emerged. A lot of speckles on his wings. I don't know if the camera's going to pick it up or not. But he's got a lot of little. Every feather's got a tan tip. It makes him look real speckled. So yeah, he's an interesting little guy there. So hopefully he does all right. Like I said, a few of these, those mixed ones, we're going to keep and just throw them out there with the rest of the flock and let them do their thing. They're kind of, like I said, they're looking a little less like unmade beds. They're still got some feathering to do, but they'll all make the trip down to the it's a large flea market that they have a few miles south of here, and they'll be making a trip down there probably here in the next couple of months to meet their new owners. So, we're going to keep a few. Wow, nothing like a wasp in the face. But yeah, they're doing real good. I've been real happy with this batch. We're getting a little chick heavy around here, and what really concerns me is I've got before we've added all these other chicks, I put another batch in the incubator, which should be hatching here in the next week or so, and it's like, oh boy. You mentioned the word chick and my wife rolls her eyes. But yeah, we got the breeds we want now, and it's just getting all the rest of the infrastructure put in place to take care of them. And the lavenders we've already got sold, so they're just waiting for the new owners to get their coop built. That's one thing about these lavender Orpingtons. I guess they're rare enough that they're in big demand, and you know, you sell these things about the time the egg is hatched, and which is fine. Maybe a good bunch to run with. Although, like I said, this has been my first experience with a black Australorp, and I'd always heard that the buff Orpingtons were the big ones on big broody. But I gotta be honest with you, these Australorps are just seem to be a broody group. I've got one more girl that she doesn't stay on a nest, but she's been sitting on. She'll go in and sit on a group of eggs that get laid that day, and she'll spend the whole day sitting there on them. So I think she's getting started, becoming broody. What are you guys all hiding over there for? Ain't nobody chasing you. So I you know, with these Australorp hens, man, to have this many of them going broody on me is kind of surprising. I may be able to retire the incubator from these girls. They just seem to get after it. Anyway, that's so now you've seen it all from baby mama and her chicks to the new little guys to the ones that are starting to feather out to these kids here that are, you know, they're starting to really love life, especially in this larger area, and they got a nice roost to play around on, and it's kind of keeping them occupied. And like I said, short of having to make a few adjustments because I really didn't think they could fit through that wire, but it looks like I got a couple of them that you know, they get about halfway through it. You see they're close to getting stuck, but they're managing to pull it off. So I guess need to run a little chicken wire around the base of it. So, and it probably wouldn't hurt either because later on in the season, I'm sure we'll have a few snakes coming through the area, and like we always do. So, yeah, it'll be interesting. But that's all the updates for chickens. We'll let you know how that goes. We're quite impressed with them. Okay, that's Rich from Tennessee Homestead. Enough about chickens. Talk to you later.